Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today's video is going to be just a random question and answer. I have Peda behind the scene and she has some questions that I have no idea what they are. So she's just going to be asking and I'm just going to be answering. If you want to see this random question and answer video, you just stay tuned and keep on watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Can't believe that a girl got you cruising. Close the door when you leave the house.
And turn that notification bell on so you know when I post a video what you doing with your life. So the first question is, do you believe two people can be friends after they break up, no kids involved? And my answer to that is yes and no. Yes, depending on who it is. If it's two mature people that they probably were friends, because like for me, when I'm in a relationship, usually I'm friends with my partner. So if we were friends for a while after a breakup, if it's a mutual breakup, we're grown, we can still be friends to an extent. You know what? No, not right away. Honestly, I don't think right away. They should. It's not healthy to be friends right away. You can communicate, but be friends right away is going to be a little hard because friends hang out, they talk 24/7s, not 24/7s, but they talk a lot because if you're having a problem, a bad day, you want to call your friend and talk about it. And if the relationship that you're coming out is that kind of relationship and that kind of friendship you're trying to maintain, it's gonna be hard because you're just gonna turn off the romantic side of it and just be friends and talk about your daily problems. No, because I strongly believe people need time to heal. I need time away from you to heal, and time away from you doesn't just mean physical. It means communication wise too. I don't need to know what you're doing. I need to unfollow you. I need to heal. So I think a lot of people try it, but it's really not a good idea. I feel like unless you weren't in love, you were just probably friends with benefit, and then you drop the benefit and now you're just friends. I think that you could communicate in a situation like that more than trying to be friends when you were in love and you break up. I think it's a no-no, and I think it's a situation that shouldn't be followed up. Like hi and hello every now and then is different, but trying to be friends where you talk every day and you talk about everything, I think that's just a no-no, and I think that's unhealthy, especially if you're trying to heal from a breakup or from that relationship. I really think that's unhealthy. So from what I understand, the second question is, do you think a man and a woman can have a legitimate relationship if they live apart?
Been together for like a long time. I'm not talking about just like you're just getting to know each other. I'm talking about like you're together in a committed relationship and you've been together for 2 years, 3 years, and so on. So I hope you guys can hear that in the background because I can't repeat all of that. Basically, the question: do you think a man and a woman can have a legitimate longevity relationship while living apart, even after they've been together for years, and maybe they used to live together and now they're living apart? And my answer is yes. I don't think living together affect the relationship at all. Two mature people that understand each other, trust each other, and they are in love with each other, I think they can live apart. They see each other every so often, even in long distance, but we're talking about probably not that long distance. They see each other, they trust each other. I think they can be apart. You know why? Because at the end of the day, a lot of times we jump into a relationship and move in with people, I would say, too quick. And we're still trying to find ourselves. We're still trying to understand ourselves. And even though it may sound funny, living with your partner can be like a little crowded. You know, especially if you're working things out for yourself, or working on yourself, I should say, because like everything should be like mutual. You can talk to your partner, you guys can work things out together. But I feel like if you're working on yourself, it's fine for you to live by yourself, because you need that time. And some people can work on themselves while living with their partner, but I feel like some people need more time and more space and more focus to actually figure out themselves, figure out who they are, figure out what they want, figure out what they want to do. And a lot of times people are going through stuffs and they're really not comfortable, like basically burning the other person, and that's a very selfless act. And I think that's a good thing too. You don't want to burn the other person too much. Not that you're gonna keep secret and you're gonna die of depression and not let them know, but it's kind of like they know you're going through something, but you don't want them to see the seriousness of it, because sometimes you can be up, sometimes you can be down, sometimes you just don't want them to see you in a certain light. You want to deal with that yourself. And a lot of times that works when you can admit to yourself, like, I need time, I need to be by myself right now. Even if I'm not doing it and I just feel like I want to be alone. It's not that you don't love your partner, you don't think about them, but it's kind of just like, you know, today I just want to chill. I'm kind of feeling down and depressed. I don't want to bathe. I just want to lay around and chill, and you don't want nobody to see you like that. I feel like that shouldn't affect a mature relationship, as long as you don't want to be by yourself because you want to talk to other bitches, see other niggas, you know, stuff like. You want to be by yourself for your personal growth and development and understanding yourself, because whether you believe it or not, a lot of us don't understand ourselves. A lot of us go from relationship to relationship and we just jack up with everybody. We don't take time to grow. And I feel as human being, we need time to ourselves to grow. My answer is yes. I think two people can be together and live apart and have a decent relationship. So guys, I took my jacket off. It's so hot in here because I'm using lights, because it's not that bright outside, so I'm using light. And these lights, I'm so hot and sweating, so I took my jacket off. So next question. Question number 3 is, how do I feel about a dad who decide he want to be a stay-at-home dad? He don't want to go work. He want the wife to go work and he'll be a stay-at-home dad. And to me, a stay-at-home dad is a person who cook and clean and wash and take care of the kids. I believe in equal rights when it comes to men and women, to an extent. Probably not equal rights. I'll probably say for men, you wanna give him his space and the chance to be masculine, to display his masculinity, to feel like a man basically. But if a man want to be a stay-at-home dad, I really don't think it's a big deal per se. But that simply mean the woman is gonna go to work and the man is gonna stay home and do all the house things just like a housewife would do. So he's a house husband or a house boyfriend or a house baby father. I feel like, and I'm thinking while I'm talking, because like I said, these are random questions. I've never heard them before. Like I've heard them not from, didn't know they were gonna be asked to me. That's what I should say. These are random questions. So I'm thinking while I'm talking. So I feel like it can be a little selfish for a man to want to be a full-time stay-at-home dad, because that means the woman has to go out there and work. So she have a full-time job. And don't get me wrong, I feel like staying at home is a full-time job too, or can be a full-time job depending on the size of the family. But I feel like if you're gonna be a stay-at-home dad, it have to be like part-time, like, you know, a couple of years you stay at home, a couple of years your wife stay at home. I don't think no man should propose to a woman that they want to be a permanent stay-at-home dad while she go work, unless she have a job that's not so stressing. Please point me in that direction. Have good income. That way it's not terrible. But if it's just a regular job that you have to work hard and go without sleep and wake up early, I feel like over time that's gonna be burdening for the woman, because this is permanent responsibility she has. the funny thing is, if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, you can skip something today, like, oh, laundry. I can skip the laundry today. You can skip certain things. You can send the kids to bed without bathing. You can give them something light to eat and go to bed. But there is no way of skipping going to work. So eventually this becomes burdensome to or for the woman going to work all the time, because she has a responsibility to fulfill. She has commitment, so she have to show up to work. She have to be on time. And I feel like over time that could just burn her out, because she can't stay home for work because now she agreed to be the provider, and so that's her responsibility. The man's responsibility is to clean up and all that, but the only difference is the man work on his own term at home and do what he feel like do. He can sit down and watch a movie all day or play video games all day, while the woman can't do that. You still have commitment where you're expected to be there, you're expected to do your work, you're expected to show up on time more than the man have. So I feel like over time for a woman that's pretty burdensome. If my husband choose that he want to be a stay-at-home, that is going to be a problem for me. That wouldn't be okay with me, because then I'm going to feel I'm going to be overworked, basically. I'm going to be overworked. So it's nice for me to work some and him to work some, and we take care of the kids. Or you be a stay-at-home dad for a couple years or a couple months, and I be a stay-at-home mom for a couple years, a couple months. We'll split it. But I don't feel like the man should be a stay-at-home dad. To answer your question, I don't feel like the man should, especially if he's proposing it. If there's a situation where he's handicapped, or he have some problem or something that's different, but for a man to just propose that I don't want to work, I want to be a stay-at-home dad, I'm not down for that. And I wouldn't want a husband like that. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, if you're together for a while and something happen and you have to stay at home, that's different. But for you to come and propose to me that you want to be a stay-at-home dad, I don't feel like you're manly enough for me, because I feel like a man should want to be the breadwinner for his family. I'm from Jamaica. I'm from the countryside. A lot of moms are stay-at-home moms and the dad is the breadwinner. So it's hard for me to come and say, oh, I want to go be the breadwinner and my husband can stay at home and sleep when he want and do what he want, and I just have to be at work, and no matter how tired I am, I have to be up. No matter how tired I am, I have to show up. No, I wouldn't want that for myself. If it's a part-time thing, that's different. But apart from that, no, I don't want that for myself. So question number 4 is, do you think a man or a woman is a better person than their action? For example, a man or a woman cheats and their significant other take them back because they believe that they're a better person than what they did. So they're better than cheating. They can do better. They really didn't mean to cheat. I feel like when a person does something, that is exactly what they wanted to do at that time. Does a person action really say that is exactly who they are? Not really. But I still believe you did what you wanted to do when you did it. Do I believe in, like, people can change, like realize that they make a mistake and change? Yes, I do. It takes a while to know a person. That's the first thing. If you feel like the person that did you wrong is have better potential, like they're not, what they did, it is not who they are. Basically, what they did is not who they are. It's up to you whether or not you want to forgive. And the question is not about whether you forgive them. It's just that if you believe. And I answer my question. I said, yes, a person doesn't necessarily, what a person do doesn't necessarily say it's who they are. You're capable of doing what you did. And if you did it once, you're capable of doing it again. So I feel like it's all about how well you know the person. Is the person a good person, where treating you good, respecting you, and all that is concerned. And don't get me wrong, I feel like if your person cheat on you, I feel like they disrespected you. It doesn't mean like they don't respect you, but at that time they disrespected you. So if you know like the person is always a disrespectful person, yeah, that's who they are. What they did is who they are. But if they've never been disrespectful, and after they did that they still wasn't disrespectful, I don't believe what they did, you can use what they did to say, oh, to judge them, to judge their future, what they're gonna be in the future. Because if they were a good person in the past and they mess up here, going forward they might be able to be a good person again, if that makes sense. And like I said, again, I'm answering this question while I think, so probably it's not my best answer. I may think about it afterwards and say, you know, I really don't believe that. But for now, I feel like what you do, you can be better than what you do, to be honest with you. Because it's kind of just like you do a kind of job that you're not comfortable with. That's something that's out of your comfort zone. Is it fair to say that's what you are? You're not better than that job? No, it's just kind of what you did at the time, what you're doing at the time, kind of desperate time, desperate measures. I'm not saying that a relationship need desperate time and desperate measure and all that, but I'm just saying I can't use that to judge going forward if you were a good person. I'll use that to judge going forward if you're a terrible person and then you do something terrible. I'll use that to judge going forward. But if you were always a good person, going forward, I'll probably give you another chance to see you be that good person again, until I see you start showing that you were never a good person, you were just pretending, and you will never be a good person. So that's kind of my answer for that for now. So the question is, again, I say I'm from Jamaica, I'm from the countryside. We don't have the same belief as Americans do. And the question is, how old do you think your child should be to have a girlfriend and a boyfriend, where they can bring them home and say, Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, and Mom, Dad accept that and allow them to go on date and trust them to spend time together, right? Okay, so I feel like, again, it depends on the child. It depends on how mature the child is. Some people mature earlier, some people mature later. And don't tell me that a 12 years old is mature, because she or he is not. So I'm gonna say maturity can start anywhere. Like mature can start anywhere from like 16 onwards. Right, don't get me wrong, listen to what I'm saying perfectly. It can start from 16 onwards. So I feel like your parents should know you the best. So meaning your parents should be paying attention to you and know when they can trust you enough, when you understand enough, along with you knowing that you can trust yourself and you understand enough. But it doesn't necessarily mean because you think you can trust yourself and you understand enough, you are mature enough. So I feel like it depends on the maturity of the child. So if I have a child that is about 16 years old, I want to go younger than 16. My child could not come home and tell me like, Mom, I have a boyfriend, I'm bringing him home, he's coming over or whatever before 16. Because I just feel like, first of all, you're not mature enough. So I would say from 16 onwards, but it depends on the maturity of my child, and you will know how mature your child is. So if my child is mature enough to understand reproduction, sexuality, the danger of having unprotected sex, not just pregnancy, there are STD or STIs out there, and mature enough to know that I'm 16 and they're just kind of in training to having a boyfriend, they're learning to communicate and be comfortable around the opposite sex or around people that you feel emotional about, then you can say, yeah, that's mature. You understand that. It doesn't mean a 16-year-old sexual relationship. It just means that, yeah, and I feel like it's good for this to happen to around this age. If your child is mature enough, I feel like it's important that this happen, because then your child know what to expect. People out there can trick your child, and you develop this trust for your child, knowing that if something happen out there, she or he is gonna come tell you. If they're touched inappropriately by somebody, they are comfortable to tell you, because they don't have to hide from you, because they have that freedom of, you give them that opportunity, or you could say freedom. I don't like to use that word, and that's why I was looking for a better word, but they have that opportunity to be honest with you about emotional stuff, sexual stuff, uncomfortable stuff. Because I feel like it's at the age of 16, it's gonna be uncomfortable for a child to come to you and say, Mom, I have a boyfriend, can I bring him over? They're gonna be shy about it. They're gonna be a little insecure about it because they don't know how you're gonna act. So I feel like that's a good time to start having that conversation. That's a good time to start meet and see the kind of people that your child is interested in. See the kind of people that your child is interested in hanging out with, or giving their time with, or spending time with. So I feel like 16, but I don't feel like 16 age I would allow a sexual relationship with my child, with a son or a daughter. I feel like 16 is a little young for sexual relationship, just because when you have sex, anything can happen. Yeah, I might teach you about birth control. I might teach you about including condom. I might teach you about disease, but things can happen. Condom can burst. You may be in the heat at the moment where something happened and you have unprotected sex. You're exposed to disease. You're exposed to pregnancy. And I just feel like that's too much for a child to carry if they get pregnant at that age. That's too much for a child to deal with a STD at that age. An STD including HIV. So that's a lot for a child to deal with at that young age. So I would advise sex, or I would embrace the conversation of sex with my child. I wouldn't say advice, because I'm not sending my child out to have sex, but I'll embrace the conversation of sex with my child. Probably 18 onwards, probably after the 18th birthday. That doesn't mean that's what they're gonna do, but that's where I will entertain. That's where I would entertain the conversation, the sexual conversation. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to educate them about sex before that, because I never had nobody to educate me about sex. My mom still has never told me about sex. My dad still never told me about sex. When I had my period, my mom knew a year after I had my period, and she probably watching now and saying, oh, you was having your period a year before. I know. Yeah, I had my period a whole year before my mom knew. And the only thing she said to me was, yeah, see your period now. If you got fool one boy, you will breed. That's what she said to me. And I don't feel like that is enough teaching for a child. I feel like a child need to know way more than that. They basically need to be prepared for sex. Not like you're gonna say, okay, when you go do this and go do that, whatever. No, but be prepared. Know what it is. Know what it's like. Know the pros and the cons, make that comfortable. But where I'm from, and I know it's not just me, where I'm from, people don't talk about certain things. People don't talk about sex. People don't even want to use the word sex. They don't want to use fuck. They don't want to use certain words because it's considered lewd. And where I'm from, it's kind of like, you'll wait forever. Your parents want you to wait forever. They don't ever want you to have the boyfriend. They don't ever want you to count the boy. They don't ever want to see you talk to any boy. And I feel like that's not the way to grow a child. I feel like you should make your child comfortable around the opposite sex as much as you would make them comfortable around the same sex. So to answer the question, I know I kind of strayed a little, but to answer the question, 16, I would kind of entertain the boyfriend argument with my child, bringing home somebody, just so I can know what they're doing, know what they think and all of that. And then 18, I'd entertain the conversation of sex. But prior to 18, probably 15, 16, I would, along with the sex education that my child gets in school, I would really hope I would teach my child my way, or what I know about sex and what I think they should know about sex. What question is this? 6? I think this is about question number 6. I have no idea what kind of question it is, because I'm over here like I'm in a hot seat. I'm sweating because I didn't realize it was so nerve-wracking. Random questions, because it's kind of want to sound stupid, and you want to be honest about your answer, and you're thinking on the spot. It's like it's a hot seat. My seat is sweating and I'm sweating. But anyways, the question is, what are my thoughts on marriage? Do I think it's okay for a man and a woman to live together as long as they want to without getting married? And I can say that right off the bat, because this is a question I've thought about all the time. I really don't think marriage is that important. And we could go back and talk about the Bible and talk about this and talk about that, but guess what? You girl don't know too much about the Bible. What I know is that the Bible, take a woman and call her your wife. I think the Bible says something like that because I've read it before. Take a woman and call her your wife. And I honestly believe in that. A lot of people probably get on me for this, but I feel like marriage is overrated. I feel like some people want to get married to say I own you. And I don't believe in that. I believe in being a couple and being your own person. I don't want nobody to say they own me, which is not the reason that I don't believe in marriage. But a lot of people out there that are illiterate, and when I say illiterate, I really don't mean that they really can't read and write, but they're kind of narcissists. There's some narcissists out there that feel like, say, I want to get married because I want to own you. I want to marry you and put you down and then I'll go run the road. A couple can live together. Girl, boy, live together as long as you want without getting married. No pressure from nobody. Work on yourself and know exactly, because people can live together for years. Later you find out like this is not what you want. This is not working out. So it's harder when you just go and jump into marriage and then you're thinking this is not what you want. This is not working out. Hey, you didn't just waste my time or the person's time or your time. You waste money as well. So I feel like I don't have a problem where marriage is concerned. And yeah, I know about having kids out of wedlock, and those kids are called bastard. Really, bastards are kids that are born out of wedlock. So I'm a bastard. But I believe that when you get married this late, then you know that this is what I really wanted to do, and you know, this feel good. I'm glad I didn't rush. For me, you can live together as long as you want without getting married. You can shack up as long as you want without getting married. you can shack up as long as you want without getting married. I really don't care about that. My mom and my dad has never been married, so I've really never gone to a wedding either. So, you know, I'm coming from a family that has never been married, and they lived together for the longest while. I know they're not together now, but at least they don't have to worry about, oh, I'm stuck being this with this name and it didn't work out. After 30, 40 years, it didn't work out. You know, you just go your way. The only attachment is your kids, and your kids are grown and they understand. No, if you meet somebody and you're in love and you believe or you want to marry, get married. But the same thing that I'm saying, people get married and they live miserable. Marriage doesn't mean happily ever after. And that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't mean happily ever after. So a lot of people feel like they're gonna be happy if they get married. You know what I hate? People that are so sad and they have a terrible relationship and then they go get married. Like what? Marriage is not gonna fix nothing. So I feel like a lot of people out there just living as a common law, and they're happy, way happier than a married person has ever been. So I don't think marriage means so much, and that's just my opinion. So in other words, if somebody don't propose to me, or if somebody don't ask me to marry them, it doesn't mean they don't love me and they don't want to be with me forever. I don't see it as that. So if you're out there, future husband, don't worry, I know you love me. So this is the sixth, I think, or probably seventh and final question, but this is a final question, and this is the bonus question. How do you feel about passwords and locking? There's a password on my phone and my phone is locked, so I would be a hypocrite to say I don't feel any way about password and locking phone. But honestly, I feel like it's fine. It's your phone, so it's fine to have a password and lock on your phone for more than one reason. The reason that I'm gonna talk about is if you lose your phone or if somebody steal your phone. Because I went to Vegas, I've lost a lot of phone. I went to Vegas and I lost my phone, and there was a lock on it, and people still can bypass that. But at least you know your information is not readily available to them as soon as they pick it up. You can have a little secret picture in your phone. You can have a little secret conversation. You don't want everybody to see that. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure she's asking about where relationship is concerned, locking your phone from your partner. I feel like if you have nothing to hide, you can lock your phone, but your partner know your password, or you can put in the password in front of them. But if you have to go an extra mile to hide your password, I feel like that's foul. If you have to go an extra mile to hide the password for your phone, I feel like that's just doing too much. I feel like the person can know your password, but do I believe in somebody going in my phone and searching it up? No, I don't believe in that, because you know, I I know sometimes I have conversation, even with my family, that you don't want your partner to really hear. It's probably a little uncomfortable. That's probably a secret conversation between you and your family. You don't want your partner to necessarily need to hear that. So I don't believe, even though you have my password, I don't believe in you going in my phone and searching through my phone. That's my private property. And I'm one of them with this, if what you call it, dumb belief. If you go and search my phone, whatever you find, don't bring it to me. Deal with it yourself. Because if you want to know something or see something, ask me. And if you want to see it in my phone, ask me to show you. Don't go search through my phone and then you find and come back with a broken heart. And that's how I feel, because that's trust right there. Yeah, I shouldn't have had nothing hiding, but you don't trust me. So I shouldn't trust you either, because you don't trust me because you're searching my phone behind my back. So I don't believe in like, or putting in the password or reading your texts and all of that. No, that's just too much. If you have to do all that in a relationship, I feel like you should leave. If you have to check my phone and go through and check my message and read my message, I feel like it's a no-no. You should just go. That's just doing too much. There is nothing else to it. That's just doing too much. If you have trust issues with me, take it up with me. But I don't feel like I should be giving up my phone at the end of the week or at the end of the day for you to trust. These are people that I feel like that's just too much control. You're trying to control the person. You're trying to keep a tap on the person. It's kind of like you're trying to get married just to say it's your wife so you can put them down. No, I don't believe in that. I feel like my phone is my phone, and more so I have an iPhone, so it's my phone, it's iPhone, and it's not your phone. They don't make a your phone, they make an iPhone. So I feel like it's too much. I don't want nobody going through my, even with reason. I feel like I'd rather you come to me. And it's something that I've done before. I've gone into people's phone because, you know, I had a problem, went to them, and they lied about it, and I went to their phone to prove that they were lying. And it's not something I've done all the times, and I've done over and over, but I've done it before. And is it kind of stupid? Yeah, because I probably shouldn't have gone there for, but am I happy that I went? Yeah, because otherwise I'd probably just be a fool in the dark. A lot of time people make you feel like you're crazy, like you know something, you see something, and they're trying to tell you, no, it's not so. When I have to go into my mental, then I have to go into your phone, or then I went into your phone. I don't think I want to do that no more. I don't want no relationship where I have to go into no phone. But I feel like if you're gonna play with my mental, let me feel like I'm crazy, I'm gonna have to go in your phone. But it's not right. Don't go in nobody's phone. Don't search nobody's phone. If you have to go through all of that, if you have trust issue, you probably should just walk away. So that was the final question, guys. Already it's 45 minutes, and I know I'm gonna have to put in some hard work editing. I've never made a video this long unless it's a makeup video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you made it to the end. I think it was pretty fun. I'm hot, I was sweating, I had to think on the spot, and while thinking on the spot, kind of be basic about my thoughts. I don't want to go into no big words, no big scenario, just simple things that people That's what my channel is about. Simplicity, where people can understand and learn something and think about things and ask questions. And with that said, don't forget to drop your questions in the box, and again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great weekend. I love you guys. Mwah.
Close the door when you leave the house.